Hello everyone, welcome back to my Salon's channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. And today I'm going to be showing you how I do a gel manicure. So this is really easy, really simple, straight and to the point. So the first thing you have to do is get rid of the old gel. So I'm just going in with a like a medium to fine grit bit for my e-file. So I'm just going to lightly sand over the top layer and kind of get as much of the nail polish off as I can. And once I have most of it off with the e-file without touching her natural nail, I am gonna soak a cotton bud in pure acetone, and I'm just gonna let that sit on her nail so that it can melt off that little bit of gel polish that is left on her nail. So you do want to use pure acetone because nail polish remover is not going to work, so you have to use pure acetone to actually make the product melt off. So I'm going to do this on all her fingers and pop a cotton ball on all of them just to make sure that her nail is still nice and healthy, and I'm getting all of the gel polish off. So I just grabbed my little dust collector because the powder of the gel polish was really fine and it was going right into the air into my face. So I popped this my dust collector under her nails, and it started to suck down that like really fine powder, that like residue, as I'm like filing them, and this worked beautifully and it was great, and I didn't have the powder in my face. So while I did the other hand, this hand here was sitting with the cotton balls and the acetone. So once I finish with the other hand, I'm going to come back to this hand now, and I'm going to scrape off the remaining gel polish. So I'm just using a cuticle pusher. You can use a like an orange wood stick, or literally anything to just scrape off that last little bit of gel polish that's on there, and it should come up pretty easily. You can see it just peels right off, and it's not damaging her nail, and it's just getting the gel polish off. So I'm going to do that to all of her nails. Now that I have all of that gel polish off, I am just going to work on her cuticles. So that little spray bottle that I have is just rubbing alcohol, and I like to use that the most because it's easy and it dries pretty quickly, and I don't want to have any residue left on her nail, like any cuticle remover or anything like that. So I like to just use my little alcohol, my rubbing alcohol in that little spray bottle. So I'm just going to push back her cuticles a little bit, nice and gentle. We don't want to do it rough or hard or anything. Like, this is supposed to be super, super gentle. And then with the other side of that cuticle pusher, it's a little bit of like it's a sharp kind of edge, and I'm just gonna scrape off any dead skin that is on her nails. So I scraped off, and then I'm gonna go in with my nippers and remove any skin that's been like lifted, that's kind of just like stuck on a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. So I'm not gonna cut any of her live skin, and I'm just gonna be really, really gentle because you don't want to hurt your client. So for a gel manicure, I like to do everything with my metal implements. When I do acrylic nails, I like to use my cuticle bits and stuff like that, like with the e-file. But for just a regular gel polish manicure, I like to just use my metal implements, and it's nice and gentle, and it works just as fine. So the last step before you go in with the polish is to buff the nails a little bit. So you just want to get rid of any surface shine, make the nail look matte, and that way it preps it for the products that we're going to be applying next. So I'm just using a little disposable buffer cube, and I love these little things, and they're great. So I'm just going to buff her nail really lightly, so I'm not doing anything hard, anything too rough. It's just a light little buff. So I'm going to be starting off with the pH bond from Gelish, so that's the dehydrator, and then the primer from Nova Nails Inc. And I am going to start with the dehydrator. Just do one light coat of that all over her nails, and that is after I cleanse them with a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol. So I did the alcohol first, and then I go in with my dehydrator and then with my primer. And I'm just doing a light coat of the primer, and sorry this was out of focus for this little clip here, but that is the first step before the polish. So she chose the color Chill Pill from Sky, and this is just from their gel polish line, and I am using the OPI top coat. So since she picked such a dark color for her nails, I didn't want her nails to get stained because sometimes that could happen with polish. So I'm just going to do a really thin coat of the top coat on her nails, just to do like a little bit of a base, and I'm just going to cure that for 30 seconds and just let that cure just a little bit. You don't need to leave it on for the full 60. And then I am going to go in with her color. So I just want to make sure that I am protecting her natural nails so that they don't get stained, and so it doesn't look crazy when we go and take this nail polish off later on. So I am going to do one coat, like a really thin coat of the color, and then I'm going to cure that under the light for the full 60 seconds, and then I am going to do a second layer of the color, again cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to do a top coat. So I'm going to let you guys just enjoy me doing that. Once the clear top coat is cured in the light, I am going to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol in a lint-free wipe, and I'm just going to get rid of that little sticky layer. And the final step is to add just a little bit of cuticle oil. So this one is from Revel Nails, and I love how this smells. It smells really nice. So I just popped a little bit of that on the skin above her cuticle, above her nail, and I'm just going to massage it in to make sure to get it all around her sidewalls and the front of her, like the front of her finger where her nail meets her finger. So that is the gel manicure. It looks super nice, and I love doing gel manicures because they're classic and just are really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any more of my videos. I post a new video every single week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!